In my last video of recreating Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic in Minecraft, we recreated the welcome lobby and the showrooms, and it was so much fun to put all the places together. Now in today's episode, we're not going to focus much on outlines as we have in the last two episodes, and we're just going to move straight onto the time-lapse to save time, because in this episode we're going to be building a lot more than we've built in any other episode before, consisting of the warehouse, the birthday showroom, and the manager's office, including the things that connect to it, like the South Hall and the other showrooms and hallways that connect up to the areas. So let's start building. With the build all now completed, with everything in, like light blocks and extra detail, the place is looking great, and I love the shelves and the mascot suits hanging on the shelves and everything about the warehouse. It's just favorite, with box everywhere and every art on the wall and the current bricks and the pillars in the middle of the room. And then inside over here we have a tram, which is a ride that goes up, and if we go up here there would be a clown game where you can ball toss, and if you were able to break all the teeth you can crouch under here, and then you'll be able to go up over here behind the vent. And behind the vent, if you crouch into it, you'll be able to head over here onto these catwalks right here. And if you go onto these catwalks, there'll be a present that you'll be able to grab, which is a David sort of kid's toy. And if you go on here, we'll be able to find an audio log right over there that'll lead out into this catwalk, which will eventually lead up to the ball toss game. Now this place is one of my favorite places I've made in this entire series, and this door up here that leads to the catwalks, there's nothing actually here yet because I haven't built it yet because there's no need to. Now the manager's office actually connects right into the manager's office with the window, and I quite like how easily it connects. And we go down here, as you can see, the hallway also has windows that connects into there as well. And if we'll go to see this and check this out, in the warehouse in the game, these windows aren't actually there, but in the hallway, if we were to check, they are there. If we just crouch under here, we'll go here and we can check out this area where we'll go down here, where there's a little office area, where there's a gift, inventory tube system, other stuff. And if you go through this vent up here, you'll be led into this area, which is kind of behind this area. I don't know its official name, so I'm just going to be calling it the costume area, where the costumes are kind of just like chilling there. Now in here we can find something behind an elevator with another present once again, and a door which can lead out. Now this also connects to the birthday showroom where Jackie is. So if we were to go through this door, as you can see, we can see this dog and some trees and wall art on the wall, and as you can see we can walk around in some gifts, and then we have Jackie. Now I've made a node model for Jackie because I quite like how Jackie is, and the skirt that I've used for Jackie is designed on Cup of Tea EXE, who also made a Jackie model using the skirt, and I quite like the fingers and the arms and the hat and everything like that. Now this is one of my favorite Jackie models I've ever made because I've made about 3 or 4, and you may have seen them in previous thumbnails. Now if you go over here, we can crouch underneath here, and if we crouch underneath here, here is a gift which once again is a snow globe. So if we go over here and go back under here, as you can see, the South Hall. Now the South Hall is pretty nice because I quite like how it turned out, and it once again connects to every area. So if we go behind here, there's another present, and it would be able to connect with all the doors. Like over here, it connects to this little area, and then this area, the South Hall, connects back into the warehouse with multiple different entrances. Now if we go into this behind the warehouse, this area, this door would connect back into the South Hall, but it's blocked off in the game and non-accessible, but it's just there and it's not neat to be like that. Over here we have the doors and some shelves, and right here there's a door, and this door would lead to the loading bay, while this door would lead to the admin room. And at this point the admin wing doesn't exist, and it will also connect up to this door, but it will in a later future episode. So if we go back on the other side of this door, as you can see, we can see more costumes and shelves and other storage containers, and over here is the Wild West game, where we'll have to throw stuff over here with a ball gun with Roxy and check our score to get that present up there. And I quite like how it turned out, and it's one of the best builds I've made yet. Well, this is going to bring us to the end of episode 3 of recreating Secret of the Mimic in Minecraft, and this took the longest out of all the episodes so far, and took 2 weeks for me to put together, as the outlining and the building as well as the editing will take a long time to put together, but I'm finally happy with the finishing product, and I love how the warehouse turned out, and it might be my favorite area in the entire game and in the entire build. However, next week, I'm not sure if I can do these weekly anymore, because although how I'd love to do that, I get burned out really quickly, especially with how much I built in this episode. So if an episode takes more than 1 week, that just means I'm building something really big, and it will be a lot of more locations than usual. I'll try my best to get things out, and I might break things up with a bit of command blocks here and there, maybe Help Wanted Part 3, or something like that, just to break things up and keep myself motivated. With that said, we can now end today's video, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.